this episode of Around West Warwick High. My name is Brian Lynch and I'm currently a junior attending West Warwick High School. During this podcast, I will interview most of the staff members of the school and learn about their jobs and a little about their life outside of school. Today my guest is Mrs. Robin Langlais, and she is the Secretary in Guidance. So how are you today?
Good afternoon. I'm doing well. Thank you.
What led you to your profession as the Secretary in Guidance?
Honestly, it was happenstance. I really didn't have a clue what I wanted to do when I grew up, but I had just had my son, and I had the ability to come and take a long-term sub-position for a clerk, part-time clerk position. And here I am 27 years later, still shuffling paper and managing the machines.
What's one thing you wish you would have known when you started out your adult life?
Looking back, I think I needed self-confidence more than knowledge of one particular thing. I wish I had known that life isn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, and that with work and determination, goals are achievable. Plus, you don't have to be perfect at everything, and sometimes personal growth and success from overcoming difficult situations and setbacks are really worth the frustration, and it can be worth way more than money.
As the Secretary in Guidance, what are some things that you do on a day-to-day basis?
Well, my title says I am the guidance secretary, but I really think of myself as the student's secretary. My primary function is to facilitate registrations, process working papers, update student records, when there are grade changes and personal data changes such as address and phone numbers. I run the interim and the report cards. I coordinate bus requests. I send out current and former student transcripts. I confirm if a former student has graduated or not for employment verification companies. I communicate with other guidance secretaries in other districts for students who are either transferring to us or moving out to a new district. I process student withdrawals, coordinate home tutoring, and whatever else I can do to help you students get through your day. Most importantly, I'm also queen of the machine, in guidance anyway. Whenever the copy machine is off, I'm the one that fixes it.
Are there any resources that have helped you along your journey to the present?
Well, throughout all of my jobs, I took advantage of any and all educational opportunities that were offered by the employer. If they had tuition reimbursement, if they had extra classes that helped with the position as it was, or any training I took advantage of. The biggest advantage to my job, though, or to any job I've had, was being part of a good team where everyone works together and looks out for each other. That's the biggest perk, or the biggest advantage I've experienced.
Being in school, students might come to you for some book suggestions. So what's one book you would suggest to a student?
Actually, it's been a while since I've sunk my brain into a good book, so I can't think of one off the top of my head. I do scan the news every day to keep up with current events, and whenever I struggle with how to get along with someone or react to serious things happening with friends, coworkers, or acquaintances, I like to refer to books about emotional intelligence or books that offer scripts that you can look at for guidance on what to say or what to do in a particular situation.
Are you married?
Yes, my husband and I have been married for 29 years. We've been together since 1985 when we were fixed up on a blind date in high school.
Sounds like an interesting way to meet someone.
Yes, we weren't actually supposed to get along. We were supposed to get through the night, and here we are.
Do you guys have any kids?
Yes, we have two boys. Aaron is 27 and David is 24.
And what's your hometown?
I grew up in Beaver Creek, Ohio. I graduated from Tollgate High School, and I've been living in Coventry for 27 years now.
What's something that you have failed at?
I wasn't a great waitress. In the short time I was one, I gained a whole lot of respect and appreciation for how hard waiters and waitresses work.
Have you ever thought of a business or an invention?
I've always admired people who are able to take their passions and turn them into business. I often wish I had a talent or niche that I could take and make a career out of. I haven't invented anything myself, but my husband has 2 patents in his name, and that was exciting to watch happen.
So between your desk, your car, and your house, which one would you choose to clean first?
Probably my desk. Just because it's a reflection of me and my work. Then my car, because my son gets in it every day, and even though he's 27, he's kind of messy. And then my house, when I know somebody's coming over.
What's one thing that you're curious about right now?
That I'm curious about? I'm curious about a lot of things, but I think my biggest thing is people watching and understanding what makes people act the way they do, think the way they do, things like that.
What's your favorite word?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know that I've had a favorite word. I do find myself saying "oh crap" a lot. But as far as a favorite word, I'm not sure.
So I'm just trying to think of one more question. Like, I know what it is, but I don't know how to say it. So, what's some advice that you would give to outgoing seniors about the real world?
Be confident in yourself. Take things in stride. And don't get so stuck in a situation that's happening to you at the moment that you miss out on the rest of life that's going on around you. Everything is solvable and fixable, especially with good communication.
Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you.
And for all you listeners, I'll be back next week with another episode.